Oh no, a tidy toy tornado. What a wild and wacky sight to see. It looked like a playful storm had whirled through Tina's playroom, tossing every toy into the air and letting them land wherever they pleased. Tina loved her toys, fuzzy bears, shiny cars, tall blocks and silly dolls. Each one was special, and she played with them every single day, making up stories and adventures for them all. One sunny morning, Tina skipped into her playroom, humming a happy tune, but stopped short. Her room was a wild, topsy-turvy mess. It was as if a tornado made of toys had spun through while she was away. Toys were everywhere. A blue car in a doll's bed, a duck in a superhero cape, puzzle pieces and teacups. There were blocks in the bookshelf and crayons under the rug. Even her favorite jump rope was tangled around a chair leg. Tina put her hands on her hips and surveyed the chaos. "Whoa," she whispered, eyes wide with amazement. "This looks like a tidy toy tornado. How did it get so messy so fast?" She giggled at the silly mess, but it was huge. How would she ever find her favorite teddy Barnaby? He could be hiding anywhere, in a pile of blocks, under a mountain of dolls, or even inside a toy box. She tried to step carefully, tiptoeing through the jumble of toys. On blocks, which made a loud crunch, on a rubber chicken, which let out a silly squeak. This was not going to be easy. The mess seemed to grow bigger with every step she took, and Tina felt a little overwhelmed. Tina couldn't walk or even wiggle her toes without bumping into toys. It was like a silly obstacle course, and she had to be extra careful not to trip or fall. Tina said, tapping her chin. "This is a big, big problem." She knew she couldn't just leave it like this, but where should she even start? She needed a plan, a super-duper, extra special plan to conquer the tidy toy tornado. Maybe she could become a superhero, zooming around the room and saving her toys from the mess. Tina plopped onto a pillow, sending up a cloud of dust. "Achoo!" she sneezed, making her hair fly up and her nose tingle. Her sneeze toppled a tower of blocks. Crash! The blocks tumbled down in a noisy heap, making Tina jump. The falling blocks gave her an idea. Maybe, just maybe, she could turn this mess into something fun. Maybe cleaning up didn't have to be boring. What if she could make it into a game with points and prizes and silly songs? Maybe, just maybe. It could be a game, a race against the clock, or a treasure hunt to find Barnaby the teddy bear. A really, really fun game. Tina's eyes sparkled with excitement. She was ready to take on the tidy toy tornado. One giggle, one block, and one teddy bear at a time. Before starting her cleanup game, Tina greeted her toy friends with a big, cheerful wave. She always believed that every adventure, even tidying up, should begin with a proper hello. Her room was filled with laughter and excitement as she looked around at her favorite plush pals ready for another day of fun. First, Sir Reginald, the bravest teddy, lay dramatically on the carpet with a red sock on his belly. "Harumph! The tidy toy tornado got me," he declared in his most heroic voice. Tina giggled at his silliness, knowing Sir Reginald loved to make every moment feel like a grand quest. He always pretended to be the leader, ready to face any challenge, even a messy room. Next, Penelope, the penguin, who fancied herself a world-class dancer, was stuck upside down in the toy box. Tina gently helped her out, and Penelope, ever the performer, did a happy twirl to celebrate her rescue. Her flippers flapped with joy, and Tina clapped along, making Penelope beam with pride. Then Duncan the dinosaur peeked out from under a pile of books. "I wasn't hiding! It was a book at launch!" he squeaked, trying to sound brave but looking a little bashful. Tina smiled and carefully lifted the books, giving Duncan a gentle pat. He always found himself in the silliest spots, but Tina knew he just liked being part of the action. Tina laughed at her friends' funny stories and silly voices. What a busy morning for her toys. Each one had their own adventure, and Tina loved hearing about them. The room felt alive with imagination, and Tina's heart was full of happiness. With Sir Reginald, Penelope and Duncan by her side, Tina felt ready for anything. Together they made the perfect team, brave, creative, and always up for a challenge. She knew that with her friends, even cleaning could turn into an exciting adventure. "This isn't just my mess, it's our mess. We're a team," Tina announced, gathering her friends into a team huddle. Everyone put their hands or paws and flippers in the middle, ready to work together. "Okay, team," Tina said, hugging her toys tightly. "We have a big job to do, but I know we can do it if we help each other." Her friends cheered, feeling proud to be part of Tina's special crew. "But we're not just cleaning, we're going to play the best cleaning game ever," Tina declared. She handed out tiny cleaning supplies to each friend, turning chores into a playful mission. The room buzzed with excitement as everyone got ready. Sir Reginald looked extra brave. Penelope wiggled with excitement, and Duncan let out an enthusiastic roar. Each friend was eager to help, showing off their own special moves and talents. The adventure was about to begin, and Tina knew that with her friends by her side, even the biggest mess could be conquered. Together, they were unstoppable. Every good game needs a song. Tina grabbed a yellow crayon as a microphone. "It's the tidy up, wiggle and giggly song," she announced. She sang, tidy up, wiggle and clap. Put a toy in the box with a tap, tap, tap." The song was catchy and perfect. "Okay, team, let's try it together." Tina made Sir Reginald clap, Penelope waddle, and Duncan nod to the beat. Together they sang and danced, filling the room with music. Tina added verses for each toy. "Vroom vroom goes the car, in the box it goes, beep beep, hurry up on your tippy toes." She zoomed a blue car into the toy chest, then sang a verse for her favourite doll, Lily. "Hello little doll, so sweet, let's dance to your shelf with our happy feet." Cleaning up was already starting to feel like playing. With their song in full swing, the real fun began. Tina made the building blocks march back to their bin. Left, right, stomp, stomp, plunk," she sang. "The blocks are marching, hooray, hooray, we're cleaning our room today. Next, the stuffed animals had a dance party. Bunnies hopped, snakes wiggled, Sir Reginald galloped, and Penelope twirled into the basket. Puzzle pieces played hide and seek. Tina crawled, searching. "I spy a blue edge." Boop! Into the puzzle box. Soon all the pieces were found. The crayons became a rainbow train. "Choo-choo! All aboard the Crayon Express!" She lined them up and chugged them into the crayon box. The tidy toy tornado was shrinking, and the fun was growing. Every toy had a silly way to get home. Tina cheered as the room got tidier and the game got sillier. The mess was almost gone. The adventure was a hit. As Tina played her cleaning games, she was also sorting. She imagined herself as the boss of a busy toy town, where every toy had a special job and a special home. With a big smile, she made sure each toy found its way to the right spot, just like a conductor guiding an orchestra. "Does the car go with the dolls? No, silly." She zoomed cars to the garage, dolls to their shelf. Each toy had its own adventure, and Tina loved making sure they all ended up where they belonged. She even gave each car a little vroom as it parked. And the dolls a gentle good night as they settled in. Every toy had a place, and every place had its toy. The shelves and bins were like cozy houses for her friends, and Tina made sure no one was left out. She liked to imagine the toys chatting to each other, happy to be with their own kind. Books and Legos were mixed up. Tina stacked books on the shelf and poured bricks into the bin. She sorted the puzzle pieces too, making sure none were missing. It was like solving a mystery, and Tina was the clever detective. Penelope was in charge of soft things, waddling blankets and scarves to the dress-up trunk. She made a game of it, pretending the trunk was a treasure chest, and every blanket was a piece of treasure to be tucked away safely. Each time they sang, tidy up, wiggle and clap, put a soft thing in the trunk with a tap, tap, tap." The song made cleaning feel like a party, and soon everyone was dancing and laughing as they worked together. Duncan was the official inspector. Tina held him up. "Is everything in its right place?" Duncan gave a big roar of approval. He checked every corner, making sure nothing was out of order, and Tina giggled at his silly, serious face. Sorting wasn't just about being neat, it was about making sure every toy was where it would be happiest. Tina believed that toys liked being with their friends, just like she did, and she wanted everyone to feel at home. The cars were with the cars, the books with the books, and everyone was ready for next time. Tina could already imagine the fun they'd have tomorrow, with everything easy to find and ready for a new adventure. The room was coming together, piece by piece. Teamwork made it fun. Tina's plan was working. With everyone helping, the playroom felt brighter and happier than ever, and Tina knew that a tidy space meant more room for imagination and play. The last toy was a little yellow rubber duck hiding behind the curtain. "Quack!" said Tina, flying the duck into the toy chest. She closed the lid with a soft click. Silence. A happy, clean, wonderful silence. Tina looked around. The tidy toy tornado was gone. The rug was clear, the bookshelf neat, the dollhouse tidy. The room sparkled, ready for a new adventure. Tina took a deep breath. She felt tired, but her heart was full. She had done it. She'd conquered the mess. Tina hugged Sir Reginald, Penelope and Duncan. "We did it, team!" They looked proud and happy. A huge smile spread across Tina's face, a smile of accomplishment. She hadn't just cleaned, she'd led a team, sung a silly song and turned a chore into the best game of the day. Tina spun in her clean room, arms wide. "Hooray!" she shouted. "Hooray for cleaning up!" So, what did Tina learn from the Tidy Toy Tornado adventure? She learned cleaning up doesn't have to be a grumpy chore. It can be a game full of music, giggles and laughter. All you need is imagination, a happy song and a little bit of creativity. The secret: turn any big job into a game. March your blocks, play detective with puzzle pieces, or drive your crayons like a colourful train. Give your toys funny voices and make them part of the team. When you play while you work, it doesn't feel like work at all, and it's even better with friends, real or fuzzy ones. Teamwork makes the tidy up work. So next time you see a mess, remember Tina's secret. Turn it into a cheerful game and cleaning up will be the very best part of your day.